All right, everybody, welcome to the ad2l season 17. It's actually season 18, not 17. This is Potential Team versus NOUR. I made that one word in the title. I realize now my mistake, but it's no big deal. Taking a look at these drafts, Potential Team grabbing Spirit Breaker as their first pick. Meanwhile, NOUR instantly with an Enigma and a Vengeful Spirit, and Wyvern picked up by Potential Team. Both teams very blue in coloration, not particularly important from a balance perspective, but something to keep in mind is the color coordination. If you're going to win, you should do it in style. However, I feel like NOUR's Enigma pick is way too early. Winter's Curse pierces BKB, another strike also pierces BKB, so there's two fairly long-range stuns that can cancel the black hole. I think that's such a ballsy play to have that. He's gonna want to Lincoln's more than a BKB, I think. I would even consider Lincoln's as first item material.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see though, but it's a very bold first pick. However, Potential Team, I like their first two picks quite a lot, actually. The Winter Wyvern is a very strong support right now. Spirit Breaker, aka Space Cow, and we don't call him Space Cow just because he's like an interplanar cow, but because he creates so much space. That hero will be able to move around the map a lot. It will be difficult for them to stop. Yeah, they have Malefice and they have Magic Missile, but not super reliable to catch him.
5 seconds remaining.
NOUR already have a very greedy draft with an Enigma. I wonder if they'll grab a Tide Hunter. It's not banned. Enigma Tide is very, very strong. I think they need something like that, or like Silencer's banned, I think. Yes. They need some really big initiation that will let the Enigma follow up. I don't think he can start the fight unless he gets like a 5-man black hole or 4-man and something like that. Yeah, Axe is a great example because then he can control the Spirit Breaker, control the Winter Wyvern, and then Enigma can pop the black hole. Otherwise, it's very likely to get canceled by either the Spirit Breaker or the Winter Wyvern, again, unless it's like a 5-man black hole. Now, Potential Team, I mean, it could be an offlane Spirit Breaker, but I seriously doubt it. And I think they've got good supports. Wyvern's not very greedy. Spirit Breaker just wants levels and can get like an urn. Sure, he does good with some items. You know, the Shadow Blade's pretty good on him. Spirit Vessel, very good on him. But not super item reliant. Just needs to make sure he can connect those charges. So they're not greedy. NOUR, on the other hand, comes off as an extremely greedy draft. Again, it's that first pick Enigma to me. That's so bold and so greedy. Since it's gonna be a support, it means the Vengeful Spirit will be in the lanes mostly alone. If it jungles, sometimes we see it go like offlane, but it's not in this case because the Axe. And Brewmaster picked up by Potential Team is a wonderful offlane hero, very difficult to kill, and also has fantastic team fighting. This is another thing that Enigma needs to worry about. Again, first pick Enigma, I'm not sold on it, but they have an Axe. I think they have tools to make it possible. And we'll see what they kind of round out the rest of their draft with. And they're going to grab a Wraith King as well. So they're a lot less greedy now. Wraith King, a core that doesn't need a ton of items, scales wonderfully with them, but it's not mandatory that he gets, you know, he just needs a couple. I think a Blink and an Armlet and then maybe a Blade Mail are plenty. BKB also decent for him, although this game BKB isn't that appealing. Because Wyvern, BKB Piercing Ultimate, Spirit Breaker, BKB Piercing Ultimate. So I'm not sure I like BKBs this game. For Potential Team, or for NOUR, Potential Team, they'd be fine. Outward Devourer picked up by them. A phenomenal mid-hero. Very difficult to beat in lane. I think this means there's actually quite a bit of kill potential for the OD. So the mid of NOUR, I like the idea of something like a Viper. In essence, that's not greedy, comes online early, good against Winter Wyvern, has a break for Outworld Devourer and Spirit Breaker's Bash, has a break for Brewmaster's Dodge, and crit, so I like it in that case. Also pretty tanky, kind of hard to kill. Yeah, I like Viper for NOUR, but they could also go something like a Queen of Pain if they want, go for more of that team fight, possibly find another initiating hero. Invoker is banned, so they cannot get that. Although I don't think I would have picked it this game. And I'm sorry, I'm sipping on some tea, coming down with something, so my throat is a little bit shaky. I'll do my best, and just like these teams, I will keep trying, and so on and so forth, in words of encouragement. Now, waiting for their final ban. Potential team are looking for their carry. Juggernaut would not be bad for them. It's tanky, but, you know, Spin doesn't do anything against Black Hole, Swap, or Axe's Taunt. Gyro would be okay. Tanky. Actually, I don't think you go a BKB carrier this game. Loon is banned. Sven is also banned. Chaos Knight banned.
Radiant team.
And they're going to ban the Animage. That's a pretty good ban. It's good against Wraith King. Phantom Lancer could be okay for potential team. Because the Axe is pretty good against it.
Team pick.
But Wraith King's very weak against it. Enigma very weak against it. Venge very weak against it. So I like the idea of a PL for potential team. Something along those lines. Terrorblade also not a horrible choice.
10 seconds.
Just something
remaining.
kind of that can get beefy. That
5 seconds.
maybe not even
remaining.
slippery, but just beefy. I think if you can just man up and fight no, you'll be pretty good. I mean, they have a Wyvern too to protect their heroes. Juggernaut's decent though. I mean, it gets like the spin isn't just the automatic save. Like you can't really spin TP in a lot of cases, I think. But Juggernaut's just such a flexible hero. Natural Diffusal Carrier is another really good choice, I believe, for potential team. Just shut down the Wraith King. Hurts the Enigma very badly. Enigma has mana issues already. So just worsening them would be a good call. But you don't have to rely on that super heavily. Again, I still want to see Phantom Lancer. They're almost out of reserve time, so we'll get the answer to that question before too long. Deuce is gone, and they're going to grab Weaver. That's a great choice, actually. I didn't even think about that, but he has a built-in mana burn talent, incredibly slippery, will probably go a Diffusal Blade, so the mana break just provides significant amounts of damage for him. Something that will definitely be problematic to NOUR. A lot of their crowd control is long cooldown and short range, and can be destroyed by the Weaver, so it'll be difficult. NOUR going to be grabbing a Sniper for their mid. Decent choice, I think. I think it's okay. It's not like amazing. It won't lose to the OD in lane unless he's really heavily pressured, but it's very bad against Spirit Breaker. It does kind of shore up the mid-game weakness of a Wraith King. Wraith King starts out very strong and then kind of falls off mid-game. And then gets really good late-game again because you have the 40-second ult CD, you have a built-in crit, but mid-game he's very shaky. Sniper, meanwhile, just pretty good if he could get a couple items mid-game, and then scales really, really well thanks to his range. But it looks like a pretty even combo on both sides. I think I like potential team more because they have numerous ways to deal with the black hole. Like they can defensively banish Weaver if he gets caught in an Axe Call or in a black hole. They can Winter Wyvern ult to cancel a black hole, to save his teammates from the Axe spins and the call, but should be a close game, and I think Mexwegian on the Enigma is going to have his work cut out for him, but who knows? I have greatly underestimated many players before, and they've really impressed me with their play. So now we're getting into this game, and since I'm talking so much about them, we're going to start with potential team. Fiery Man playing Brewmaster, Dr. Dread on the Spirit Breaker, and 204 on the Outworld Devourer, with Winter Wyvern being played by All, and Weaver is played by Oblax. Meanwhile, on the Dire, we have Vigorous playing Axe, Enigma being played by Mexwegian, Wraith King is played by Dean Moose, Theo Brax. I'm assuming he's using numbers as letters, so Theo Brax, maybe just Theo. It's easier to say. Playing Vengeful Spirit, and the Sniper is being played by Maniac. Both teams trying to secure their runes, with supports getting ready to block the mid lanes. This is something that we see very commonly lately, so that the mids can still get their runes and stick with their blocks. Since the TP scroll cooldown got changed, so you couldn't TP to your tier 2 after getting the rune and then block. In terms of the mid matchup, it's Outworld Devourer versus Sniper. It's an okay Sniper matchup. It just depends on which skill he maxes. If he can keep his distance from the OD, it's very Sniper favorite, I think. But there's also a Spirit Breaker and a Winter Wyvern, so a lot of pressure is going to be coming out on him for sure.
Field of glory.
And it looks like they bullied the Wraith King, Demon Moose. I said Dean Moose, I think, the first time. Sorry about that. Demon Moose away from his bounty rune, so 3 bounty runes going the way of potential team. A decent block out here for the OD. Winter Wyvern already here. I wouldn't be surprised to see her grab that Winter or the Arctic Bird and just harass the sniper. Looks like he's posturing to do so, but it's revealed by that creep. The bot lane, it's Enigma and Axe. I wonder how long Enigma's going to stay here. Weaver starting with his Geminate attack. Get some harass in. Dr. Dread is very tanky on the Spirit Breaker. 780 health and 5 armor. But, oh wow, first hit bash. That's annoying. Now it looks like it's Trilane coming up here. Next Legion needs to be careful, and I think now that these are back up, we'll probably wander that way once Demonic Conversion is back. Winter Wyvern not yet spotted, but is spotted now by those Eidolons. This will be fairly even. Weaver getting some okay CS, but Axe not being zoned out either. They don't have a ward there. But, I mean, they'll probably place a sentry. Meanwhile, at the top, it's Fireman versus Demon Moose and Theo. The lane is pushing into him, so he'll definitely get his levels. That's all he cares about, really. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, OD. I mean, he has a lot more base damage than the sniper. So is zoning him pretty hard with 3 denies, has 9 CS. It's just a little bit ahead XP-wise, quarter of a level or so. Demonic Conversion is not enough mana, but I would like to see him wander into the jungle, give the Axe some space to farm, and Axe actually TPing towards the mid. Very interesting. Not going to be able to find anything. I wonder why he's here. A charge going in onto the sniper. Vigorous. Not sure what he's doing. The charge will connect onto the sniper, and now they're zoned out. The OD getting in some damage. Call not going to connect on the Spirit Breaker. Maniac going to back off. And Magic Missile. Theo grabbing. Should probably have killed that regen rune, actually. I would have liked to see him deny the regen. Odd for me to see the Axe rotate. It looks like they're relegating him to the jungle instead of the Enigma. Or maybe not. This is interesting, and I'm not sure I don't really understand why they're doing this. The Axe really needs to get levels. Enigma does too, but Enigma can just go do these 3 camps forever. Oh, so that premonition of that ward. Winter Wyvern will find that. Weaver sitting on level 3, going to be going for a Diffusal Blade. First item. I mean, this isn't a hero that really desperately needs his boots or anything. Oh, and in the mid, they got the sniper. He did go down. Spirit Breaker getting a gank with a 204, and so they finish him off. And that'll be a nice first blood for this Outworld Devourer, who's off to a great start. And now it's Splinter Blast, just trying to harass. CS definitely favoring potential team. Brewmaster at level 4. I really want to see the Enigma go jungle. I don't think he's a good laning hero at all. He's not. I mean, you have the Eidolons to deny, and the CS and Demonic Conversion is good to zone to like prevent enemy from to keep your waves in your favor. But he can get so much XP, and now he's TP'd to the top lane. Perhaps was just waiting for like a soul ring or something. I don't know why he's up here. He doesn't have enough mana to do anything. Just going to try to right-click this brew. That could be enough damage added. He has Clap available. They don't see him. Malefice, unavailable. Magic Missile, also unavailable. They're trying to right-click him, but he's got dodges, and there's no Hellfire Blast either, or should I say Wraith Fire. Meanwhile, at the bot, they're going in on Axe. He's getting very, very low. Shikuchi on cooldown. And Axe will be able to get his salve off, and will live just fine. Vigorous. And now starting to get some levels. The Enigma, I'm just so... they're being super inefficient with this Enigma. And it's one of those heroes where you can do nothing the whole game and then just get one super important black hole and win. So definitely don't count him out just because his early game impact has been pretty limited. Did pop his shrine, now should be starting to jungle. I don't see he needs to start using the demonic conversion to like clear this camp or something. That's so much gold that he doesn't have. He could be level 3 right now. But it's just not, he's not doing anything. Anyways, enough about that. We'll see what kind of impact he has as the game develops. 204 having a great lane here up against the Sniper, but Sniper not that far behind in the mid lane in terms of CS. He's starting to catch up now that he has some damage. And up at the top lane, Wraith King is a bit behind, but it's really hard for melee heroes to lane against Brewmaster. You can spam Drunken Haze. Thunderclap also really obnoxious. The charge actually coming from down the lane. If he's not careful, this could be troublesome. And now the split is available, but I don't know that they pursue much further. Wyvern also up at the top lane, which means Weaver is by himself, although unless he gets hit by a call, shouldn't be in any trouble. Oh, but it looks like they are going for the dive. They have the blind. The infused range ups taking up the damage of the Wraithfire Blast. He's trying to TP. Excellent job from Demon Moose. He does get away. Good call from him, keeping a cool head and TPing out as soon as he realizes things are going badly. However, it does mean he has to walk all that way back to lane. Another nice thing about being OD in this Sniper matchup is if Sniper ults you to harass, which we see so much these days, where the Sniper will just spam his ult onto you as soon as he gets it, you can just banish yourself and eat it. I mean, usually they'll animation cancel it so that they'll just hit you with it once your banish is done, but
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
still, the potential is there. Axe, level 5, a charge coming into him. And this Weaver's only like like 700 gold really from his Diffusal Blade. Venture Spirit lurking in the mid, Banish to try to farm up. I mean, it's max rank, I believe, but Sniper gonna be able to get that deny off. But up at the top lane, Brew just continues to bully Demon Moose. Zero, a very potent offlaner, especially against melee heroes. Similar to Tidehunter, you can't really do that much damage to him, and he can really beat you up. His damage output is actually pretty surprising. Using that Quelling Blade to try to keep vision up as much as he can. Wraithfire Blast coming out. They're going to try to beat him up. Magic Missile as well. They have the damage. He's taking a lot of damage, but he splits. And now Demon Moose could be the one in trouble. Gets stunned up, taking some damage from these pandas. He pops a stick. Another boulder comes out. Are they going to continue? No, they're just going to back off. But a charge is coming in. Brew is pretty low, but a salve is popped by Demon Moose, so he'll be plenty healthy by the time that Spear Breaker arrives. But now he cancels his charge, perhaps trying to get ready for mid. There's a haste rune on this axe. Axe level 5, but now the haste is worn off, so it will be difficult for him to get into position up onto this Outward Devourer. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He doesn't have a Force Staff, no Blink. I feel like either this Enigma or this axe needs to start utilizing the jungle. I mean, there's so much gold, and they can kill jungle camps so fast. And oh man, Dr. Dread going in deep, it gets canceled. And this is he's probably dead. A nice call, catches him at Battle Hunger. And Dr. Dread, oh, a nice cold embrace, tries to save his teammate. He should actually manage to save him. But once again, Vigorous and Mexwesion can both farm the jungle really fast, and neither of them is. The advantage of having a hero like Enigma is, oh, a nice charge connects just in time on the mid lane. Going in on Maniac, taking some damage. There is no Sanity's Eclipse, but he does get very low. Has his ult, but not going to use it. And ooh, Wyvern maybe waiting for the creep wave, trying to get a Splinter Blast snipe. Nope, Splinter Blast coming out onto him. There's no charge. No one really in the neighborhood to help follow up on that, so just a bit of annoying harass. He does have a salve available. So Maniac should be just fine. However, the Axe spotting out that Winter Wyvern. And now Axe and Venge trying to get some XP down here. And 54 CS on this Weaver. And if we take a look at the net worth, it's all Radiant at this point. 4k gold in their favor just in the laning phase. All from the CS. Enigma only level 4.
Don't mind if I do.
And Wyvern going to get a couple nice D wards. Weaver, his Diffusal Blade is done at 10 minutes. And he can grab his brown boots if he wants. I think he should. It looks like he will. Yeah. So this guy is going to be hitting real hard now. Yeah, just really agitating damage. But Wraith King has had some reasonable space, although he's still very far behind. Sniper, the most farmed dire hero on NOUR, and at 3.3k, only about 1,000 gold behind the Weaver. And just about even with that Brewmaster, but a couple hundred gold behind. Can change real quick though. Oh, they got the Banish. Splinter Blast not going to connect. Wyvern has Arctic Burn, slowing him up. He can pop the Shrapnel, but doesn't really want to wait on that animation. They still see him. And another Banish, and this should be enough. He should die just to the Banish damage, but just in case, one more right click, and it's there. But Vigorous, he needs to be really careful. OD hits really hard, buddy. And meanwhile, they do get Dr. Dread up at the top, and the Brewlings are coming out. He's trying to get damage onto this Wraith King. His ult was already popped. And a taunt onto the Winter Wyvern down here as well. And Brew should be able to disengage from this. Actually might get Demon Moose. If he comes out of that and has a clap, he gets him, but he misses. Blind onto him. The charge coming in. They're still trying to chase him. He pops a salve, doing whatever he can to keep alive. An Axe on the way. Has a call available. And that should be safety for him. But now, looks like Fireman in trouble. Gets called. Vigorous has a dunk and might just get it off. And oh, he gets him through the heal. And now they go in on Dr. Dread. Both teams have lost a hero. Wraith King is dead. Vigorous getting very, very low. Ultimate coming out. Some the 2 heroes dead for 204. The Sanity Eclipse killing off the Axe. And that Banish should be enough to kill Enigma. But they're standing in that Midnight Pulse. And a triple kill for 204. Meanwhile, Weaver starts beating up on this tier 1 tower, and Sniper taking out the tier 1 tower in the mid lane while their top tower is broken. So the first tower of the game being claimed by a potential team who now have a 6k gold lead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Enigma now has Black Hole after buying the tome. Oh, trying to get the call. Does manage to get it on the Weaver. He's pretty tanky, though, and he immediately time-lapses and slips away. It's not so much that he's tanky, it's just that unless the Vengeful Spirit gets the Magic Missile off right away, they don't have the damage. Like, the second the call ends, he needs to have been stunned by someone else. Or, like, he could probably die in the space of a Black Hole, though. Try and pop, trying to keep Vigorous alive. He's only 500 gold away from his Blink Dagger, so we'll have that at a reasonable time. Again, I think he should be jungling. There's a lot of gold there for a hero like Axe, who can very easily jungle. Same to be said for Enigma. Demon Moose now up at the bot, now down at the bot lane, has Dust of Appearance. Now looking at the core net worth on potential team versus that of NOUR, it's kind of frightening. OD and Weaver both scale really, really well, and they already have a bit of a lead. The dust coming out onto the Weaver, the clap coming out. He's stunned, trying to get the split. He gets the split off just in time. Enigma has Black Hole, but stunned forever, not able to get it off. He dies, and Demon Moose also going to go down, and Axe caught in the wind, and there's no way he gets out of this one. He's trying to get out of here. The stun from the boulder, and now a charge onto him as well. He's taking a lot of damage, and a double kill for Fiery Man as 5 heroes come bot lane to discipline NOUR. Now Vengeful Spirit gets clapped, she's slowed. OD jumping forward, just hitting at her with the Arcane Orbs, the Splinter Blast. No, the Arcane Orb will finish her off, and it's unstoppable streak for 204. Things are going from bad to worse. 7k net worth advantage for potential team, and their late game is very good. Of course, there's potential for a really strong, like a really good Axe call and a good Black Hole that could flip the game. So there's no, you are definitely not out. They have very strong ultimates, but it gets harder, and your margin for error shrinks. Norwegian getting charged. Stunned up, another strike coming out. He's stunned again, and he's going to go down. Spirit Breaker finds that kill, and now, uh-oh, Sniper could be in the danger zone. But the Nether Strike was already used, so he should be just fine. The Splinter Blast can deal some damage. Vigorous has arrived, and Maniac is okay. He has a salve, but he needs it. Now the bottom tier 1 is down 9k gold at 15 minutes for potential team. Things are not looking great, and if we look at the XP, I think it mirrors the story. Yeah, just about 7k XP in favor of potential team, which means their supports are higher level. Again, I think it was rather inefficient not to utilize the jungle as NOUR, but they're still not out of this game. Sorry about that. Fireman with that Blink Dagger has already put that to great use, going for a Drum Endurance next. Charge going into mid. He wants to get Sniper. Sniper already dead, and now the charge will connect onto the Mental Spear. OD needs to be careful. He banishes the axe, but Dr. Dread tanking tower and inside that Maximum Shrapnel, a lot of damage. The Battle Hunger coming out as well. Splinter Blast slowing them up, and Fireman is here. He has that blink. He blinks forward, gets the clap, and gets a kill. Killing spree for Fireman, and now Weaver's arrived, draining all the mana from Demon Moose. The split coming out. Boulder connects on him. Diffusal slow. Curse of Winter coming out. And he will go down just to a couple more right clicks, and actually the Shikuchi right click from Oblax will finish him off. And now the mid, the next target for potential team. A 1.3k gold swing in their favor. Drums of Endurance finished on the Brewmaster. Weaver closing in on his Desolator, but still a little ways off. And meanwhile, 204 has his Dragon Lance, and I suspect his Hurricane Pike just about finished. Axe only 20 gold from his blink. If he can get that blink, this is the worst possible time for him to die. A charge going in onto Vigorous. Winter Wyvern has her slow, does pop it. Fireman gets the clap, and Vigorous dies. But didn't lose that much gold, actually. Still has just about enough. Like he'll get the blinks roughly the same time. It's actually I thought he was gonna lose a lot more gold than that. A charge connecting on one, stun vanish onto another. OD getting what? And now Black Hole connects on 3 heroes. Can they stop it? Max Legion doing some work here, but it's not enough damage. Fireman getting low. Will they finally get that kill? Weaver has arrived. Fireman getting killed by the Cold Embrace, and now they'll get the Theo as well. It's a double kill. A great Black Hole, but the damage follow-up is just not available. They were already all so low that it was so hard for them to stick and fight. Now those 4 heroes dead. Another 1700 gold swing in favor of potential team, who are just almost at that 1k per minute build up with a 12k gold lead at 18 minutes. Outward Devourer closing in on his Blink Dagger, which will allow him to make some fancy banish plays. Oblax has his Diffusal Blade, and still not getting a lot of farm in that time, but only about 900, 800 gold away from his Desolator, and they're not tanky enough to survive this. This just murders heroes like the Enigma, who has just 7 armor and 900 HP. Vengeful Spirit also, she's got decent armor though. Clap 1-1, a charge going in onto the Sniper. Malefice is available. A nice Winter's Curse to keep them all grouped up. Axe blinked right into that. And now Weaver going for it. He's getting very, very low though. He's getting his auto attacks. He needs to swap back, and he does. He gets back just in time. Dr. Dre getting super low and will finally die. Trapped inside that Midnight Pulse. Getting percentage of max HP damage. Splinter Blast coming out, getting the Axe very, very low. Vigorous. Might go down to these pandas. It looks like they can kill the Fire Panda, and they will. The Boulder on cooldown, but they use it on the Wraith King. Wraith King still has his ult available. Spirit Breaker is dead. Oblax has no ult. A good fight so far for NOUR. Brewmaster out of his split. The Sniper ult going onto the Weaver. Weaver getting fairly low, but oh man, Demon Moose needs to be careful. Gets banished. And I'm sorry, it appears that I'm lagging. A blink forward from Fireman. This is slow, but now he's starting to take a lot of damage. The Malefice and the Midnight Pulse doing a good bit of damage to him, but OD has an ultimate, but gets called. He's taking a lot of damage, but a nice Cold Embrace to keep him up. And if he turns, he could get a really big ult. He pops his Dragon Lance and gets the Axe to go beyond godlike Wraith King, or not Wraith King, Outworld Devourer. Things are looking grim. Oh, and a nice swap onto Fireman. Fireman will die. Getting killed by the Sniper. A nice boost of gold for him. It appears I have packet loss. because I wasn't hearing the animation of sniper auto attacks in that fight. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna take a quick peek at something. Alright, sorry about that. Took a quick tab out and now Banish on 1. OD getting beat up by this Wraith King, but not taking a whole lot of damage. Insanity's Eclipse missing! Not able to get that kill. Now another stun on him. He just joins it with the Blink. Enigma, 25 seconds till Black Hole's available. I don't think they can even kill this OD unless they have like the Black Hole there. He's very tanky right now. 12 armor, 1600 HP. Blade Mail almost completed for this Spirit Breaker. Weaver has his Desolator now. Wonder Wyvern closing in on her own first staff. Well, on the other side, Wraith King still looking for his first item. He's 3k net worth behind both supports of potential team. In fact, the only player on their team who's above the supports of potential team is the Sniper. So the gold lead is incredibly significant at this stage of the game. I would like to see potential team go for Roshan. They can kill it very, very quickly with their heroes. Put it on probably the OD, maybe the Weaver. A smoke from PE. Smoke's about to break though. Fireman, he knows there's other people around. He gets that. A nice taunt catching on him. Charge connects on 3 heroes, creating a lot of space. Winter's Curse also going to connect on this Enigma. His teammates turning against him, but it does end without him going down. A nice Black Hole, but it only catches on 1. Actually, it catches on the Bird Spirits as well, but it's a double kill already for 204. And Demon Move's going down, but he does have his ult up this time. A triple kill already for 204. It's a slaughter. Demon Move's getting solo. The Arcane Orb's hitting so hard, he does go down. But it looks like they might get 1 kill with that Sniper ult. But Brew, Fireman, unrelenting, going after Maniac, stopping him from getting that ult going. Just continues to beat down on him, right-clicking, getting some decent crits. He's so tanky, he can probably just continue to pursue, but he will back off. 4 heroes for nothing once again. A 1700 gold lead again going the way of potential team who are commanding this game. 204 on this OD, 13-0, Oblaks 4-0, but and they are putting on a clinic. If we take a look at the hero levels as well, we see that everybody on potential team is a higher level than anyone else on NOUR except for Spirit Breaker being 1 level lower than the Sniper. Net worth is very grim as the Axe and all of the cores still very far behind even the supports of potential team. Wraith King 1,000 gold behind the Winter Wyvern and 2,000 behind the Spirit Breaker. Also only level 9.
Radiant's top tower
Vigorous,
needs bandages.
just level 8. Looks like they're grouped up. Maybe they'll smoke, or they're just posturing to defend their tier 2 tower here. There is a decent ward that will provide a ton of vision from potential team. So no, you need to be very, very cautious going up to defend this. Fireman positioning to jump forward.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It looks like they're willing to surrender this. Midnight Pulse reveals them. A nice call, catching on the Winter Wyvern, swapping her back into the Hornet's Nest, but a nice charge connecting on 3 heroes. Get the clap, the split coming out now. It's a mega kill streak for the Weaver. 1 down, 2 down. Bunch of Spirit going to die. The Sandy's doing a lot of damage. Double kill for Oblaks. Demon Moose also going to go down, and the Sniper as well. 5 dead. A triple kill for the Weaver. And potential team making short work of NOUR, but they do lose 2 of their supports. But an 18k gold lead in their favor. Almost 20k now, and this tier 3 tower could be the next thing on the list. With that Weaver Desolator, to hit towers pretty hard and fast, especially because there's also a Vlad's and a drum on the Brewmaster. Fortification on cooldown as well. So this tier 3 definitely going down. They may back off. Probably, yeah, they're going to put some chip damage onto the range tracks. They might actually kill it. Getting a taunt, catching onto the Weaver. Weaver getting low, getting 1 spin, getting a defensive banish off onto him. Enigma doesn't have Black Hole. Weaver on the run. He's spotted the Wraithfire Blast coming out. He has his ult if he can just get it off, but he might get dunked, and now the Magic Missile will finish him off. And Theo finishing that Weaver. But they do get some good chip damage onto this ranged Rex. However, NOUR at least holding onto their barracks for the time being. Next Legion putting down some defensive sentries, want to make sure that they're not being spotted by enemy team, so they can safely defend their barracks. And this was the big ward right there. It was a nice Midnight Pulse though from the Enigma that did reveal them and allowed them to get the 2 kills that they did get. But right now the cores of potential team are just so massive. It's so difficult to actually bring them down. OD will have a Lincoln soon. Weaver going for Lincolns as well, but still a ways off. OD pretty much has it. Brewmaster going for a heart. Spirit Vessel completed on the Vengeful Spirit though. A nice item. Does she have charges? Yes, she has 4 charges. That'll be a great item to throw on whoever the Winter Wyvern Cold Embraces, which has saved the team, saved teammates so many times now. Now a Hood coming out from this Spirit Breaker. He has a Blade Mill as well, so difficult to beat on. Very, very beefy, because he's a cow. Meanwhile, Dire are staying clustered, aware that they're not in a very strong position in this game, so they have to play as a group or they could get caught out and killed off. And even one pit could result in another bit of high ground siege. Again, I think potential team really should just kill Roche at this point. Give it to the Weaver. Let Weaver just hit racks with the auras behind him, hit racks, or hit tier 3s I should say. Echo Saber now finally finished for the Wraith King, his first item. A double crit always hits very, very hard.
Tower is under attack.
This top tower going to be forfeit. That's definitely the right call. I don't think they can defend this. They don't have any vision. Meanwhile, potential team have a lot of it. Vigorous needs to be careful. He gets the call onto the OD, but he's kind of away from his teammates. It looks like he's actually just going to die inside his taunt. And now the split, the beautiful black hole instantly canceled by the Winter's Curse. And now Oblack's on the prowl, wants to get the sniper. The Bruce Spears are also there. OD beating on Mexwegian. Mexwegian going to go down to the right clicks, and now Sniper getting stunned and just forcing himself away, trying to get out of here. Bruce Spears continue to pursue OD, or Spirit Breaker charging, hitting the Wraith King ult. And now all they need is a few right clicks, and they will finish him off. And they do kill the Sniper as well. Sniper does have buyback. But again, potential team massacring NOUR, and NOUR are going to call it, it seems.
Radiant victory.
Moving on to game 2, and potential team slaughtering NOUR in game number 1. I think their draft was just better. I think they moved around the map a lot better. I think they did pretty much everything just a little bit better than NOUR did. NOUR seemed to struggle to utilize the map that was available to them, especially the Enigma and the Axe, who could have spent some time in the jungle in the early game. And if they wanted them to both lane, then you could have the Enigma farm a camp and then go back to lane, and then the Axe goes in farm a camp, and then he goes back to lane, and you just kind of keep rotating them out into the off lane, because both of those heroes jungle very, very fast and very efficiently. So I would have liked to have seen that from NOUR, but potential team had all the answers. Those few good black holes that Mexwegian had were just shut off completely because of a Nether Strike or a Winter's Curse, or he just gets killed by an Outworld Devourer. So again, congratulations to the potential team taking game number 1 in commanding fashion, and let's see if NOUR will be able to rally back and defend themselves in game number 2. We'll be right back.
Timmy turn.